Greetings and salutations to all you folks out there. We're going to be checking out Ashes of the Singularity today. I have actually not played this one in quite some time, so my skills at this are going to be rusty at best, but I'm going to jump into a skirmish mode just to kind of check out what's changed since we moved from beta to full release, because the game is actually out now. And then I might actually try my hand at some multiplayer, get my butt handed to me once or twice. Let's go ahead and check this out. So, since the last video that I did on this, they did actually put in, I've said actually like 5 times already this stream. Suppose that's the sponsored word of the day. Anyway, there's 2 factions. We got PHC and Substrate, and my understanding on this is that Substrate units are generally more expensive but also more powerful, and there are some varying abilities in units and things. But I'm going to stick with PHC because that is what I'm at least mildly familiar with, and I need to be green because green is best. So that is that. Let's see what kind of maps we've got down here. I want to pick a small one, want something that I can just go versus real quick on. Is that... It looks an awful lot like Open Palms. Ooh, tiny maps. You start back to back on a cliff face. That looks interesting. Very interesting, but I'm not sure that I want to be on a tiny map. Let's do small. Let's do one of these up here. Yeah, why not? Let's just go for that one. All right, terrain is hidden. Let's go for exposed, because I think that's the way that it falls out in ranked. Neutral defenders are on. Map default victory points. Okay. If you play without victory points, it's basically annihilation. But anyway, so do I want... If I remember right, as far as building things goes, I need to make 1 engineer. The engineers are fairly expensive. They are 240 metal out of my 500 in storage. So I'm going to go ahead and throw down a couple more of those and queue down there, and we'll get a factory started on the downside. So let's see, where is my game counter? Right there, 38 seconds. I don't think these civilians spawn until a couple of minutes into the game, but we are going to try to snag this expansion down here before any units can come in. And obviously our opponent is over here. Now if you're wondering what they settled on as far as zoom levels, oh crud, you already got out, you sneaky little devil. Alright, well, we're gonna have to back up. Okay, so the zoom level is as you see it here. That is maximum zoom, and then if you want to, you can press spacebar and it brings up like a heat map that you can see units on and things. So it's not quite what I would have hoped for as far as vision radius and that kind of thing goes, but it'll do. So we're -2 on metal. We have no radioactives as of yet, so we can't really open up any higher tier units. Let's assist the factory and start cranking out some frigates. We're going to get a scout. That is a drone, probably from the AI over there. Okay, so we've got Archer and an armored short-range frigate. Let's do a brute, 2 of those, and 1 of those, and we're going to repeat queue. So that'll work on that. Okay. Alright, little light scout frigate. You probably need to back up because you're not going to be much of a match for those fellows. There come the brutes. And it's kind of another weird one to me. Some of the units do come in clumps, and some of them are individual entities. And I haven't really figured out why they did it that way. It's kind of an odd design choice, honestly. But it is what it is. We will secure this expansion. Let's go ahead and move our engineers down, and we'll build 1 more anyway. Alright, capture that node. We'll start moving on to the next one. So you guys... You can't produce resources from the node until you capture that. So, always got to do that. Let's see here. You guys will probably be enough. We can go ahead and go over here and capture those. we'll be able to get radioactives online in this one right here. Alright, so radioactives, I should probably use hotkeys for this. That would be wise. Alright, so Q. Gonna grab those. And as soon as we get some radioactive started, I will build some higher tier stuff. Okay. This is one thing I'm not terribly fond of, is the selection system. It seems to be a little bit hit and miss. What happened to my other... Why did you leave? That's very strange. Why are you selected together? Disband army. I never formed an army. Why are you doing this to me? Okay, so both of those are built. Alright, so now we have a little base of operations, and we do need to expand to here. There's a... These are going to give us victory points, so we need to expand that way relatively quickly. Alright, so engineers ahoy, let's build a quantum relay first so that we can start gathering quanta for our global abilities. And you're done with that, so let's go ahead and build an armory so we can build some cruisers. Now, air units are possible to build, but they are ridiculously expensive. I could not believe the costs on them when I first started looking at them. So we're going to leave those by the wayside for now. -2 on metal, -4 on radioactives. It would be nice to grab some more radioactives. Our closest one is going to be over there. Radioactives are the scarcer resource. So let's go down here. Have we captured that one? I can't see. We do need to install some metal there. Alright. All that set. And there are no radioactives in the back. That's the closest one in that direction. So I'm going to want to expand up this way. So we're going to go like so. We're going to go like so. And you are going to start producing some cruisers. So we've got a long-range artillery cruiser, anti-air, anti-drone, dreadnought sniper cruiser, and a heavy armored cruiser, which I'm assuming is going to be a general purpose. So we're just going to do one of those on repeat. Maybe an artillery in case we run into some defenses. So we're going to do that right there. Our radioactives are -1, metal is -1. We can probably get away with another land factory as far as resources go. Okay, so we have one of the... I don't know what those are called. What is that? Terrenium generator. We have one of the terrenium generators under our control. So that's going to start generating some victory points for us. We can now move on. I do need to pop out a couple of engineers over to this side so that I can build up some defenses and lock down this corner of the map. And then lock down all those resources. So that is going to be something I need to do. You head that way, and you just start building some brutes. I don't think I'm going to need anything else. We're actually going to, let's see, I can select you, select you, select you. Should probably just do the factories on one. Alright, so control group 1. You're going on control group 2, so I can have my factories available. That should work. Alright. Gotta get in the swing of things. You move up there. And we'll cap in these radioactives. They're actually coming up quite nicely for us. There goes our first cruiser off in that direction. Let's see. Let's go ahead and build a couple more engineers just for the hell of it. Go cap that, and then we will go that way. So you build a sensor array, and then we'll build a couple of Smarty systems and a sentinel turret. And that should lock down this position really well unless something fairly large comes around. So you go right there. And you, little man, you're going to come down here. grab all of those. And then let's do the same thing. Sensor array, 2 Smarties, and that. And I need logistics. Crap. There we go. That is another thing that I'm not incredibly fond of on this game. You have to have the quantum relay in order to upgrade your logistics and get more units, which is kind of a weird one, but it is what it is. Alright, so we're going to do that. Oh no, actually, that's another thing you really need to fix, is that is not the best way to do this. You need to capture that and then go over there. Draggable move orders are a huge thing. Okay, so you guys, let's go cap that. You're looking good. You guys, we're going to move that way. Got everything capped there. Okay, so we can start taking over the north corner of the map. There's actually a lot of resources tied into that one. Let's go over here. Here is our first little meeting with the enemy, I think. No, those are still civvies. All right, so we haven't run into him quite yet. The AI opponents on the normal or lower level difficulties tend to not be super aggressive, so don't have to worry about that too much. Go ahead and cap this, and then we will run to the back and cap that one. Lock down all of those resources. Radioactives we are not spending all of at the moment, so let's build a dread launch so that we can build one of the big units. That would be fun. We will be pulling enough radioactives now to actually pull that off. So we need to repeat build engineers, I think. Ah, the lightning storm. Just missed it. Come on, go again, go again. Oh well. Catch it again at another point. Okay, so you guys are all good. We're going to go all the way up and capture another point. And you've only got a couple things to build left, so we're going to expand with you. And all of you guys are ready to run again. Let's see. 1 is my factory, so we're going to place a move order there for the factories. And 2 is the cruisers. Place a move order there. Running is a futile effort. Alright, logistics. Okay, so we have some support abilities. I have sensor sweep. I do have offensive ones if I build the buildings that they are associated with. So I've got the weapons lab, which unlocks plasma storm, orbital fabricator, power regulator. Let's see. And there is a defense against that. But let's see. I'm going to go for orbital strike. Dun, dun, dun. And we're going to build another quanta relay right there. Alright, good deal. All of that's good. We are approaching 50-50 map control. Let's go ahead and start a cruiser. So we've got long-range indirect fire. We've got the capital ship, good against single targets, and a capital ship for area dominance, which I think is the one that I am going to go for, at least at this particular moment. And our resources are looking good to the point where I think we can get away with assisting with the engineers there. So we will be spending quite a bit more on that. All right, you guys pull over. Let's go ahead and get you guys and fill these in. And actually, we might be able to make a move on that. Let's see what we can do. Alright, so all you guys, let's go over here and capture him. There is my engineer. I know I have one. There he is. Come on. Okay. We're about to have 3 out of 4, and our victory points are climbing pretty steadily. But at the rate that this is moving forwards, we may actually get an annihilation victory before we crowd the other person out with victory points. Okay, so that is the only one remaining. There is a little bit of a move there. Was that my engineer? Nope, but it is very nearly so. You need to back up just a little bit, and thank you. I would rather not lose you. The engineers are way faster than they were last time I played. They were so creepy crawly slow. Alright, you can stop. There we go. So we're zeroed out and plus 13 on metal. Let's assist the cruiser. You are going to go on control group 3. Alright, so we got 1, 2, and 3. Alright. The biggest thing, I should say, not the only thing. The biggest thing that I dislike about this method of control is that when you're dealing with such huge groups of units, it is so much easier to zoom out to where you can grab huge chunks. Why are you moving? I don't want you to move. Disband army. Go there. Thank you.
Dreadnought launch initiated.
Now we have a dreadnought. You are supposed to be control group 3. There you go. Alright. So all of you fine fellows, head this way. And we need more quanta, because if we don't have more quanta, we're not going to be able to upgrade our logistics any further. Each progressive upgrade is more expensive, so that does get mildly annoying as time moves on, but it is something to deal with. And I think once our dreadnought gets up to the front, we are actually going to make a play for the home base, because I think with the dreadnought there, I'll have enough firepower to overtake the seed. And the home base is actually quite difficult to get rid of. Has a lot of HP and quite a few firearms. So we're going to have to stretch ourselves, kill the thing. A couple of you guys, let's go over here and assist him. Yes, yes, I hear you. I need 125 though for more. That is unfortunate. Alright. Let's lose some units. That'll free up some logistics, right? Alright, we're capturing the last point. We're a third of the way to victory points. If you win by victory points, it is a very, very slow game. That I can tell you. Even on small maps, unless you set the victory point count very, very low, just not going to work out for you. Alright, so no defense is built there, but there are finally some units. There is... Can't tell if that's the seed or if that's an artillery up on the face. Probably artillery. This is how they designate radar range, or the equivalent of radar. You've got red spots that designate an enemy unit over in that direction that you don't actually have line of sight on. And yeah. So one of the cooler things that is in here is the fact that you can do this. You can create an army, and it basically centralizes the AI, where it moves your entire battle formation as one cohesive entity. And it works out the pathfinding, and it works out the targeting as a group, counting every single unit. And that is something that is very, very useful. It does a fantastic job. But sometimes it does get annoying. Like before, I'm not sure what I pushed to create an army out of those engineers that I had just a few minutes ago. But if they're in an army and you don't know it, then it's difficult. And I think, yeah, you can select an entire army or types of units out of that army with a single click. So it's a little bit easier to just grab your units. There is a bit of delay between when the action is made and when the units recognize the action. You are right on that. It's not as bad as when the game first came out in beta, but it is still noticeable. There's just a little bit of lag. And one thing I can say is that the game is better optimized than it was before. Because before, I could be on the lowest settings for the game and barely hold at the 30 FPS plus. And now I can put it on standard graphics with just a couple of things disabled, and I can maintain 30 frames per second. I am never going to get anywhere near 60 FPS on, I have a 760. It takes quite a bit more horsepower than that. Running the benchmarks, I am 100% bound on the GPU in every single test scenario. But it is better than it was. And yeah, you're right. It's one of those things. There's a lot of things in this game that are good. There's a lot of good ideas that they had, but there's several places where it's like they made conscious decisions to do certain things that just don't work. Like the strategic zoom, the lack of strategic icons. Their argument is that they want the game to be played on a close-in personal level where you're looking at the units, you're focusing on the individuality of the units, and you're not focusing on the battlefield as a whole. The problem is their unit design favors swarms of units, just like it does in Supreme Commander. So they give you a mechanism that works better from strategic zoom and don't let you have strategic zoom, which to me is just... I don't understand it. But anyway, there are the economy numbers. Overall, in playstyle, as far as capturing resources, getting map control, spamming units, getting out and doing things, it does definitely have that grandiose RTS feel. It's just, as I'm playing, there's so many ways that it could be better that it just isn't. I'm going to try a multiplayer. I'm going to get my butt handed to me, but I'm going to try it. I'm not going to do a custom match. Let's just do a ranked match. Well, there's actually quite a few people then. The average wait time is 48 seconds. That is not bad at all. I'm going to go ahead and stick with PHC because that is what I know. I am running DirectX 12. It is, I tried the benchmarks with the same settings, running it in normal and running it, I should probably enter Q. Running it in DirectX 11 and DirectX 12, and there's not much of an improvement with DirectX 12, but there is some improvement. Like, I don't know, 7 or 8% maybe, if that. It's not like, you know, if you have a Fury or any current AMD card, 390, 390X, Fury Nano, whatever. If you switch between DirectX 11 and DirectX 12, or even if you have a 900 series NVIDIA card that has better DirectX 12 support, you're going to see a massive difference between DirectX 12 and 11. I see a little bit of a difference, but not that much. Some of the units do feel just a bit too tanky. Commenting on the amount of time it takes to kill a building with that much firepower. But at the same time, that is your seed. You don't have an ACU in this game, but it's essentially the equivalent. If you lose your seed, you lose the game, even if you haven't lost in victory points. So I can kind of understand them giving it that much HP, just to avoid sniping potential and whatnot. But yeah, there are some really weird, odd feelings in this game, I guess would be the best thing to say. Alright, so we got an engineer. I gotta move a little bit quicker on this one because obviously we are in a match. So we are going to get a factory up ASAP. There's our first mine, whatever it's called. Terrenium generator. I will remember that eventually. Looks like we don't have to worry about anything on that side. So we've got one pathway here. Pathway, 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 pathway. It's kind of a weird mix of, hey, let's make this an open map, but also there's a bunch of restrictions on the way that your units can flow around the map. So it's odd. It's different. That is for sure. Let's drop one more engineer actually, because I'm going to assist that first factory and get some units out early. So we're going to want to get over here. That is going to be where we get our radioactives to basically go tier 2, or what the equivalent of tier 2 would be in SupCom, and lock that down, and then that's going to be our biggest mass point. So that's going to be probably our first run is going to be over to there. So we got Scout, Brute, Archer, Brute, Archer, Brute. Repeat Q. Okay. So we're just going to assist the crap out of that factory. We're going to put him on control group 1. And as soon as we get a couple of units together, we'll go capture that. Alright, Brutes, get over there. Sometimes orders don't register at all, which is really frustrating, but it happens. Alright, get in here. Capture it. Thank you. Alright, so we're going to queue him. Go over there. Thank you. We're going to capture that one. And then capture that one. We do have another radioactive point out there, so we actually have 3 relatively close to the base, which is kind of a weird one. But we'll see what we can make happen with that. Alright. Hurry up, wipe those out, get ready. Gotta move on. Come on, focus on this. There we go. Now we'll get all of the income from that. You can notice I can build the metal extractors, but I can't actually claim the income from them until that node is captured. So you can pre-build them, there's nothing wrong with that. It just is not going to actually hit your bank account. Okay, so I think with that, let's go ahead and start moving towards the generator, because we should be able to cap it. Alright, you're going to come over here. We're going to lock down our radioactives so that we can start on the other units, and then I need to cap that next. Probably need... Let's go get some defenses up. Defenses are never to be underestimated in this game. I have found that they are much more useful than in Supreme Commander in some instances. Because in SupCom, a lot of times it's honestly kind of pointless to build point defenses when you can build mobile units that accomplish the same thing and do it better. But it can be quite handy in this. Okay, so as soon as we get radioactives online, we have got to get a quantum generator going so that we have that working for us. Can I get out right there? I believe that I can get out right there. Okay, so you need to build that, and then maybe another. Alright, that works. You build a sensor array, and then 2 Smarties, and 1 of you fine fellows. And I see someone attacking me right there. I need to back up. And we are overflowing mass, heaven forbid. Holy crap, how did that happen? Alright, build a few more engineers. You can build a cruiser factory. Armory, whatever it's called. We're actually going to go for 2 armories, because I do have the 3rd radioactive over here, which is going to give us a little bit of a leg up as far as that goes. Move up. Alright, you're going to be a secured position, so I'm just going to leave you for now. Let's move up there.
Insufficient radioactive.
You're gonna move here. So I see some fire over there. That means that we have probably got enemy forces right there, which this is about the midpoint of the map, so that's honestly kind of understandable. Let's go ahead, just abandon that. Move this way. You can probably head over here, because I do want to get defenses up here ASAP. And that is definitely my opponent moving around. So let's go squash that real quick. Just make sure that he's driven off a little bit. Prevent him from capping this. I think that's actually more vital than the victory points at this point. And let's go cap that. I know that I don't have this position yet, and I'm going to go ahead and put a sensor array down. Just so that as it's captured, I can make sure that I get everything in line. Okay, so he doesn't have any cruisers either. He's got a couple of archers in the back. That's not a familiar firing pattern, but they'll be okay. Alright, so I think I outnumber him. I think I do. Yes, we do. There's logistics for you, bud. We're going to cut on one of our cruisers. We're just going to go for the heavy armor cruiser. Repeat Q. You're going on control group 2. Good deal. Alright, so you are going to end up over here. Nope. I'm losing. Alright, fall back, fall back, fall back. I got a Smarty system going down here. So if I can survive long enough, I might be able to hold that. Go grab that and see what happens. Good lord, that is a lot of units coming down on me. And I am stalling for mass. Come on, get up here. That's right. Smarty is online. Kaboom! Don't think it's going to make much of a dent. That is a lot of brutes. Holy hell. It's like the Zerg rush. Alright, back up, Brink, back up. He's got more coming from this side. My economy just did not scale well at all, I think is what we're finding out here. He went for a lot more factories, so apparently jumping to higher tiered units is not the best route to take. It is just as effective to just spam the ever-living hell out of the T1s, which honestly is kind of similar to Spring Commander. We're going to have to fall back, and at this point, with this much map control loss and him already in control of the generator and locking down a second, I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to come back from this. That is a problem. Alright, so we have 2 cruisers here at least. That's a good thing. We can start up production on our other one. PQ there, and back the hell up. Thank you. I think he just got a critical mass of units up. Can I even stop him now? Brutes are apparently the thing to build. He just has a lot more of them than I do. That lightning bolt is freaking amazing. Who are you? Archers. Archers in the back, like the T1 artillery. Alright, assist him. You all assist him as well. Let's overtax our economy, at least for the moment, in order to try to stop this freaking thing. At least once he gets close to the seed, we do have that built-in defensive property, so he will be able to lay in some firepower. He does not have enough to kill my seed, I don't think. Let's see, I have lost both of my radioactives over there. That's good. Let's see, you capture him. Try to expand this way. Can't go that way. Alright, too bad I do not have an orbital ability. Because if I did, I would be able to drop it on that concentrated group of units there, and that would work out brilliantly. But I can't, and I have also lost all of my engineers. So, I think that's probably going to be GG. Oh, I can pan the camera around. Little mouse button. Whee! I cannot change the angle though, only spin it. That's not the greatest. Alright, I'm screwed. And that is that. Yeah, 10,000 HP, and brutes, I believe, if I remember correctly from the unit database, which is relatively incomplete and out of date, but each one of these guys has 1 DPS. So it's 6 DPS per combat group. Nope, at the moment, the meta is apparently just spamming. Yeah, not really. Fun meta. Well, so that is the answer. He has not a single cruiser, not a single alternate unit. Well, now he has a couple of cruisers. Good lord, those things just dissolve the T1. Look at that raking arc. That's awesome. I gotta admit, they've got some cool looking weaponry and vehicles in this one. It's just, overall, not sure I like the feel of this. Alright. That is going to wrap it. As long as you just kill my seat. I really don't want to control K. It looks like he is eventually going to kill it. Kind of just interested in watching all of this at the moment. Maybe that's the only one that he hasn't captured. I don't know if there's a way to see it. There's no real indication that I know of. Ah, yes. Heat map. It is white, therefore it is not captured. There's artillery cruiser. And I'm dead. Nexus destroyed. Yeah, the menacing red blob for reals. It does feel really, really disconnected. Because there's a lot of times where it drops commands. There's a lot of times where there's significant lag between issuing a command and your units following it. And as a whole, the units don't feel very responsive, even when they are acting correctly. Everything is just kind of floaty nonsense. So it just doesn't feel that great. I don't think, in the current state of this, I don't think this is going to be any kind of competitive RTS. It's not going to be a pleasant play experience that holds you around for a long time. It's just not. It's disappointing. It really is, because looking at what they had a couple of months ago and the direction that they were headed, I looked at it and I'm like, yeah, this could be fantastic, but a lot of the design choices that they're making do not look fantastic. And apparently that's held true, because it just doesn't really work. Okay, so we've got a couple of engineers coming out. We've got mechs going down. As we get that out, we will drop a factory. And apparently, all I need to do is just build a bunch of factories. How I win the game. So we'll do that. We will build a bunch of factories. Alright. Factory ahoy. Factory numero uno. Just go ahead and throw out more engineers. Because why not?
Not enough metal.
I forgot how much of a drain that was. Alright, you stop. Alright, so we're just going to go straight up brutes for now. At least until we get some more metal in the bank. Alright, so I can ignore radioactives because I didn't see cruisers for quite a while. We do have one Terranium generator there. We've got one there. Where's the others? Into... Ah, in the back. Okay. Good freaking dealio. Okay, so now that we've got a couple of combat units out, let's go ahead and spread. Go ahead and get those locked down. You are going to be control group 1. And I have found control groups, because moving around the map is so inefficient, I actually find more use in the control groups for factories than for anything else. Because, like, you can create an army and you can grab any portion of the army and drag the rest of it with you and do really well as far as unit control goes without the control groups, kind of like it is in Supreme Commander. But trying to hop around the map and get to your factories and queue things is a freaking nightmare. So, yeah, not extremely well implemented in the slightest. Alright, so get those. Once you get done, you are going to grab those. That is an attack from civvies over there. And we're going to go ahead and move forward with you. And throw down another factory. And you, to make some quanta. Quantum relay. Oh crap, I have to get radioactives to get the quantum relay. I totally forgot about that. Whoops. Okay, so we're actually going to run out of unit cap if we don't get radioactives. Lame. 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 Alright, so once you get done with that, go over here. And you. Let's make some archers. Get you, put you both on control group 1, and move order. Okay. So all of that is set. Fantastic. Let's move you back here, and we'll get ready to build one of those quantum relays. Speedy little bastard. Let's see. Let's see if we can go ahead and take over this. It would be good to go ahead and lock down some victory points just to start racking them up. Okay. Quanta, why can I not get you yet? Because resources have not turned on yet, because I haven't captured the freaking point. That's annoying. Alright, come on, come on, come on. There we go. Now we'll be good. Okay, so we are set to go on the offensive. Go ahead and queue all of our stuff over here. And then we can probably go ahead and get you guys. Let's go over here. And we'll build 2 more factories over here. That looks like a plan. Alright, so all of that is set. As soon as we get the quanta up, we're at 85 out of 100, so we're going to need to add on to that. Well, I can actually add on right now. Good deal. Do I start with a certain amount of quanta? I think that's the case. So there might be a meta hiding in the mix here somewhere where you can actually take alternate routes, but we'll just have to see. We do need a couple more engineers, though. That is something we do need. And you come over here. Let's get you down. Alright, that works. And the rest of our units are going to conglomerate there. And I do realize that we are borderline wasting units again. Ah, a medic. That's interesting. We're going to repeat Q there, and you are going to go on control group 2. We're going to have 2 different sets of factories.
Insufficient radioactive.
There we go. So that'll do well there. And we need to start expanding northward at some point. So, we have insufficient radioactives, but that is building another quantum relay, so I'm not too terribly worried about that. The closest radioactives we have are up here. This is actually the same map that I played before, isn't it? It looks like it. Alright, so we're going to go capture you, and then you, and you, my lovely little engineer, are going to go build more resource things. We definitely need more quanta. Alright, not quanta. Radioactives. Whatever they are called. Okay, so all that's set. Got that under your control. Good deal. All of that's going that way. All of this is queuing here. Yes. Okay, so we need to take these engineers. Where are you? Thought I built some. There they are. The waypoint was not far enough out. So we're going to build another factory here. Right there. We're going to build another factory there. And you are going to build a cruiser. Actually, let's do 2 cruiser factories. There we go. Man, he's a speedy little booger. Alright, so our opponent has not expanded nearly as much as we have. We're going to change our waypoint right over there. If you double click a control group, by the way, it takes you to the that building. So, or wherever that control group is. Yeah, I feel like there were a lot of corners cut with the hover units, honestly. Because, like you said, you don't have to do a fair bit of graphics work. You don't have to do... Let's see. Where's the new factory? There you are. Alright, so that's good. And now we can start cruisers.
We have captured a generator.
We're actually going to pair you with the number 1s. And we're still positive on metals, so let's assist you here. You're going to make the same. Alright, so he's got that, or he is getting that, rather. Where did my engineer go?
More logistics.
And I do not have enough quanta for that. So, let's make an offensive. We'll just go lose some units. How's that? You make another couple of those. I need more brutes. Apparently. because I am burning all of my radioactives and not all of my metal. So I need more factories. You guys move up here. Where is...
We need more logistics.
Oh, you're an army. That's why it kept taking 2 to go to the freaking same place. That's what happened. Alright, so... those are built. We need radioactives. Okay. See, that's the thing. Sometimes units just randomly disappear from where they're supposed to be at. And you're like, why is this happening? And then you realize that, oh, yeah, there was apparently an army formed, and I did not know about it. So that's a thing.
We need more logistics.
Yes, I heard you. I really, really heard you. Okay, so we're going to put number 2 over on this side. And let's try to collapse all of this at once. Hit it from 2 sides. And we do have some medics mixed into that force. I want to mix some medics into this one as well. There it is. Wait. That is on number 1. Oh, those are cruisers. Hold on. Hold your horses. Alright, number 1, you need some medics. There we go. Alright, so we're going to absolutely crush on this. I'm just not going to worry about map control up there, because I will be able to amass some units here, and we will be okay. So, that looks good. Those are some air units, so we definitely need to start building some anti-air. There we go. Air is stupidly expensive. I'm not sure how overpowered it is, though, in the current balance. It looks like it is pretty dang strong, because it is shredding all of my stuff. It is expensive, though, so it needs to be strong. Alright, so all of these resources are just getting slaughtered. Move up this side here. Let's go ahead. You're going to go on control group 3. You're going to make... I thought there was a... Oh, crud. I really, really thought that there was an anti-air at T1, but apparently there is not. We're going to keep the pressure there. Do we want to make an air factory? I think an air factory would actually be a good idea. Because we do have more radioactives now. There is the anti-air, anti-drone. Kind of badass looking with all the laser sighters running around it. We're actually going to take you from that group, and we're going to go over here. Because you are needed more in that direction. There we go. See how many it takes to actually pull this off. Alright, capture that. Too bad we can't do reclaim. There's also no reclaim mechanism in this game. Alright, 1, 2, and 3. All queued to the same spot. I have no way to sweep the entire map and bring all available units in. Wish I did, but I don't. I'm going to do that. You fine fellows. We're going to go see if we can get that, because that will take away yet another chunk of his resources, and we're going to go over here with you guys. Try to hem him into a corner here. Where is my closest anti-air frigate? Right there. Anti-air cruiser, I should say. That is a lot of air. A lot of air. Okay, so we are going to make... We have air-to-air fighter aircraft. That is what we need. Repeat Q. Go there. Thank you. And assist. Do I have any others nearby? Just the 2. Alright, assist there. Alright, so we are starting to flail here. Looks like he focused just about 100% on air, which is kind of weird, honestly. We're going to park you right on the edge of the party here. See if we can Nope, looks like he is specifically targeting me. Yay, can I dodge? Let's try. No, because the UI is not responding at all. Stop. Apparently they're direct fire. Okay. Well, that's useful to know. Get away. Nope, he's dead. Alright, so let's grab you and attack. Let's go for the seed while he is kind of out of position here. Hopefully my 3 little fighters can do some good. I mean, if they can't, we're in trouble. Rip and go. Why, if I moved you that way, did you go that way? That makes no sense at all. At all. I would say that it's nice to be able to get up to 400 some odd units, and calculating for brutes, that's probably close to 1,000 individual pathfinding mechanisms. It's nice to get up there and not see any performance hit, but the performance wasn't there to begin with. So it's identical. There's no extra lag, but I can't really enthusiastically support the what's happening here. Alright, so grab our little anti-air fighters over here, and you come over there. Thank you. See if we can wipe out the base of operations here, because if we can get these radioactives down, that's going to put a huge dent. Let's go over there. Winning hands down in victory points, that's for sure. And this is a good one here, because we've captured the node. Yes, there's still a Smarty. Yes, there's some other things going on here. But since we have the node and we killed the engineer, he can't actually exploit any of those resources. Yes, I should probably be expanding further, but I just don't have the heart for building more factories at the moment. And I think we are going to win this pretty easily, so I'm just going to assume that we don't need it. Oh, crap. That is not ideal. Alright, you stop building that. What else do we have? Ground attack bomber. That sounds fun. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we're going to have to recap that. Oh, I have some convenient forces right there. What do you know? What do you know? Alright, so we can get up here and cap all of that stuff. Thank you. You go over there. Thank you. All of our units that are still collecting right here. Let's see, you need to go up here because you are needed there. We lost the generator, but he did not capture it, so that's I'm going to consider that a win. Do we want to go for a dreadnought? I mean, we have the income for it, obviously. Let's do it. If it builds, great. If it doesn't, oh well. Alright, where's my little, Get over here, fighters. I need you to make a difference. Alright, we're gonna go after the Smarty with that. We captured that generator. You're going down. Did he not even capture his resource point? Oh, good lord. He's got more cruisers over there. How did he suddenly come upon all of this number of units? It's okay. We are way, way ahead, so I don't think we'll have any trouble with it. Alright, select all of you. Go that way. Where am I losing one? It says I'm losing one. Over there. That's the answer. Alright, so Smarties need to die. That is for sure. Wow, that is some retarded pathfinding right there. let's just not even be bombers. Let's just hover over like gunships. Because that is not even a remotely... How? I don't understand. Okay, so we lost all our units over there, but we did shut down the income entirely of that sector. So let's go move over there. We can select our bombers and come do a little damage, do that kind of thing. Is our thingamajigger built yet? Where did I build it? Or did I unknowingly form another group and not actually build the gantry? I must have. Where did my engineers run to? Well, crap. Alright, so we'll just do this. There we go. We're going to build it way out in the middle of nowhere. And it's going to take forever. But we're going to do it anyway. Alright, so let's build a handful of engineers there. That all looks good. Create an army. And we're going to cohesively move up here and hopefully wipe out the entirety of what is going on. That's right. Withdraw your forces unto me, good sir. You do not need to raid in other portions of the map because you need to save your homeland. What is that? Sky Factory. Got that one lonely little generator there.
Superior terrenium levels.
Yes, I do have superior terrenium levels. Alright. Good deal. Building, building, building. And I think we finally have the overwhelming force necessary to flood into the base. And that is going to be that. The only hiccup we had that game was the air problem. Yeah, always online is DRM. I mean, they don't say it's DRM, but it is DRM. I do agree with that statement. Alright, now I just basically just push all of my units in and wait for things to die. Because he's losing all of his build power. He doesn't have any factories left except for that one right there. Well, 2 land factories. Actually, 2 armories and a land factory. So, yeah, things are failing. Hopefully they will fail faster. Where did all of my bombers get off to? You can probably be useful. Come hit this. Think a dreadnought can get here in time? I doubt it. We'll try, though. Assist for all you're worth, good engineers. That is a badass looking boat, honestly. I keep pressing spacebar to try to pan around, and then I remember that you can only spin, you can't actually pan around. There we go. Center it back up. Alright, how much health you got left? 69,000 health. Fan-freaking-tastic. Let's bring another round of things in here. 1, 2, 3. Come on, pack them on in here. Pack them on in here. The brutes at 6 DPS. I mean, the factories have 3,000 health. You look, 3,000 health isn't that much difference than what you see in Subcom, but the tanks are running like 22, 23 DPS. on T1 instead of 6. So, oh good lord. Stop. Stop. Ah, my ears. That was painful. Okay. I think I'm going to call it there. I mean, it's an interesting concept, and there's a lot of potential. There is so much potential in this game engine. I mean, seriously, just tweaking a couple of features would make it infinitely better. But it's still just... it's underwhelming. Very underwhelming. Alright. That is going to wrap it up, folks. As always, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned into the channel this week because there is going to be there are going to be a variety of things happening. Learn how to English brink. Yeah. Definitely tune in for the Aeon campaign mission, Subcom cast as normal. I'm going to try to fit in a couple of extra streams here and there because it is kind of fun to get in here, see what you guys are thinking, see what you're talking about, and interact with you. All right, that's it. I'm out. See you guys in the next one.